Do you want to have a Model Y very soon? There is one version that could come very soon, despite no one expecting it to be that way. We will look into the details and more news. If you're new to my channel, do consider subscribing. I would really appreciate that. So let's start with Troy Tesla in the inventory levels. We clearly see here 15,239 cars. This is a slight increase, but we all know that Q2 was a very hard quarter, especially with the lockdowns and the final push. So there was no surprise that this would increase a bit, especially in China. So, but we only have not only that good news that this is going to be decreased again in the future, but also the fleet market is a favorite market for German car makers, and Tesla is moving towards it. If we are talking about the fleet market in total, we are looking at 200,000 cars sold in August 2022. This is down by 30% almost, and it indicates that the market itself, the decline in ICE vehicles as well in Germany, is continuing. But what is very important here is the fleet market is including, for example, Sixt, Hertz, and as well companies that have their own car fleets for employees. And we see that based on the numbers, it's a very tiny market if you compare that to the 200,000, but it's going to start to increase in the future. And the Model Y is leading in August 2022. Ahead of VW ID3, ahead of VW ID4, no Skoda Enyaq. I mean, Skoda Enyaq being down by 13.8%. We have the VW ID3 down by close to 50%. I mean, what is going on here? It seems like a big new favorite seems to be the Tesla Model Y. It's up by 270%. I do expect it to be in a leading position for a long time if Tesla has no challenges to do the production here in Giga Berlin. Furthermore, looking into the carriers, we have Glovisan close to Zeebrugge, Glovis Courage close on the way to Barcelona. Then the Hook Traveler, that is the surprise here. We have another ship with 2,000 cars based on Troy Tesla. It looks like it could go to Europe. It's not clear if it's going to go to the British market or not. But these 2,000 cars could actually come after the quarter. So beginning of October, there could be 2,000 lucky owners that could receive a Tesla despite having no delivery dates normally in October. So that is some exciting news for those waiting for a car. Then we are also going to look into more details, especially as we are having price increases in Germany, Austria, Switzerland. We are now paying 70 cents per kilowatt hour. This is a major increase. I was in France last week in my vacation, and I paid around 50 to 55 depending on the location. So that was like, okay, it's fine. It's not perfect, but it's fine. But 70 cents is brutal, to be honest with you. It's going to be interesting how the market is going to react. On the other hand, the electricity prices have decreased on the free market, especially in Germany. So we are hopefully at the top of this entire price rise, and I hope that this will be decreasing in the near future again. Then looking into Troy Tesla, he's expecting 100,000 cars. Then later on the 16th of September, he corrected himself. So 2,000 cars going to Europe. So that could decrease the number to 98. And then due to the typhoon, we have another 1,500 cars that were not produced approximately. So having as well the zero COVID restrictions, this could amount to maybe 93,000 cars based on his calculations. So let's see what this is going to be. Then for the Model Y long range, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, Tesla is trying to get Model Y long range, not long range, but standard range, to customers, and now giving even incentives when it comes to the insurance. So incentives of 8,000 yuan. And we also see that the backlog is decreasing. And that's where I honestly say, if you're a European citizen and you want to have a Model Y, and you say, well, I take the Model Y standard range, it is actually the car that could get a price decrease even, or being delivered much faster with kind of some incentives that Tesla will give you as a customer. Because the wait times for the Model Y standard are very, very short. It's 2 weeks. So it looks like Tesla will be able to do some marketing and do some stuff to get more customers to buy the standard range. So that is going to be very exciting to see. It's one of the first times that we can actually see an effect on the increased production, and in this case as well a slight decrease of demand, as we all know that the economic situation in China is not as good as we would like to see it. Then based on VIN numbers, we see observations here. Clearly see that, again, we could have already exceeded 2,000 cars per week. We are still waiting for the final confirmation. Based on my source in Giga Berlin, I can tell you that we have just a wait. It's just a question of time that Tesla officially is going to say they reached 2,000 cars, but because of the rate that we see, it's already happening. So this milestone is done. And we are also looking now in October to go towards 3,000 cars per week. Again, guys, I hope that by the end of September, we have more information regarding a new color or new colors and new seats in general. So this problem is being solved as well, as the wait times have been increasing, sadly, for a lot of people again. I sadly have no information about that. I cannot even tell you closely what the reason behind that is so far. When it comes to the FSD take rate, we can see that in Q2 it has stayed stable. Even in global perspective, it has slightly increased based on the 20,764 people being in the sample size. We have Europe decreasing, which makes a lot of sense. We don't have the technology you would expect. Then North America being at the same level, Asian Pacific pretty much at 0, and then the global rate being at around 8%. So thank you very much for being here today. I really appreciate your time, and if you do enjoy the content that I'm doing here on this channel, I would of course appreciate your support and your pressing the like and subscribe button. I will try to give you more updates, as well as I'm thinking about doing live streams here between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you like to be with me, just check out the channel when I'm going live. Thank you very much. Take care.